Hey, thanks for your interest in the 4% Club. You know, only 4% of businesses that ever get started do $1 million in revenue or more. So if that's you, massive congratulations. If not, head back to our other content and we'll be able to help you get to that stage. But you know, 4% Club was an idea for me. You know, we've spent years working with real startup businesses and those businesses getting up to that $1 million mark. But it's a natural progression for us to want to work with the bigger businesses. And so that's what 4% Club is. You know, it's more strategy than tactics. See, by now you've figured out the basics. Otherwise you wouldn't have got to that milestone. And so this is a group where we're not going to be talking about, you know, little things like Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads and things like that. I assume by now we're putting team on to be able to handle those things. This is a high level conversation, a strategic conversation around, you know, how do we grow? How do we expand? You know, how do we become a better leader and facilitate that growth? So we're not talking about being in the weeds in 4% Club. We're talking about high level strategy, and we don't get dragged back down into the weeds. You know, the good news is about getting to that $1 million coveted milestone is that you've obviously figured some things out, right? You've got product market fit, the market like you know, the products sell, and so forth. The not so good news about that stage is, you know, when you're doing that $1 to $3, $1 to $4 million mark, you're still really vulnerable to the marketplace because the strategies that get you there won't get you to 5 and to 10 and beyond. And so we've got some work to do in that regard. And so 4% Club, there's three main reasons why you would consider joining. You know, the first one is the kingdom impact. We are going to be having a conversation around kingdom impact all of the time. I want you to have the kind of business that makes a difference to advancing the kingdom of God. The second reason is it's like having a board of advisors. 4% Club is a small group. There will only be 10 business people in the room, and they have to be over that $1 million mark to be there. But as a board of advisors, there'll be people that can spot your blind spots. They can see the stuff that you can't see. And so that's going to be really powerful for you to get out of your own little world and be able to see a much bigger picture. Okay. And the third reason why you would join, I guess, is the high level networking. These are people that they're already on that trajectory. They're building great businesses. They want to have kingdom impact, and you can network with them and you know, build contacts and you know, learn new thinking, and kind of iron sharpens iron. You'll be able to go and build something great. There are many other reasons, right? The structure of the program is there's time every time we get together. There's a hot seat time where you bring your challenge and we all, you know, think about how to fix it. There's a time when we look at your financials. There's a time when you look at impact. There's a time when I'll be teaching. And then of course, outside of that, there'll be a time for a social dinner. And so we'll kind of have that nice balance of a really big day on your business and an evening before where we can kind of be a little bit social. And so I guess that's the training months, and then outside of those, on a quarterly rotation, the other 2 months of the quarter, we will have a coaching call. So we'll have a structured hour in there where you and I will be working through your plan, making sure you're covering off on the things you need to do and anything that comes up in terms of crisis management that we need to work through. So it'll be a nice mix of calls and live trainings and peer-to-peer support. So this is going to be by application. I'm only looking for businesses who really want to grow and ones that really want to have a kingdom impact. Okay, so if that's you, I invite you to fill in the form below. And basically you and I will have a quick chat and just double check the expectations on both sides. And then if it's a good fit, we'd love to have you in. So if all that feels right, I invite you to click the apply, fill in the form. I'll reach out to you, book a call. And I literally can't wait to get alongside you, link arms with a group of like-minded, high-level entrepreneurs to invest in you and to scale up your business. Bless ya.